fast.
Welcome to the video. We're going to talk about sugar. The effects of a sugar-rich diet on brain serotonin. What is sugar? We're talking sucrose, which is 50% fructose, 50% glucose. So we did a study here. They use rats, which is a really poor example, but why are we using animals? Let's test on humans. There's enough humans. I'll put my hand up. You want to test on sugar? I'm going to put my hand up. So we've got what this study on rats, and they came to the conclusion that sugar improves your depression. Which in context, it makes you feel happy. It makes you feel better, and that women especially need more sugar. Ingestion of a sugar-rich diet decreased serotonin metabolism more in female than male rats. So hyperphagia was comparable in both male and female rats. Hyperphagia means hunger, which means if you're feeling down, you need to eat sugar. You want to eat more sugar, because your serotonin's low, right? So when your serotonin is low, your hyperphagia will kick in, if you're a healthy individual, So that's why if your woman's ever sad, she just needs more sugar, right? She needs more sugar, man. Give them sugar, not chocolate. I mean, chocolate is better than nothing, but chocolate's full of fat, and it's full of theobromine, so it makes you depressed afterwards. The fat and the theobromine makes you depressed afterwards. Imagine eating chocolate without sugar. It would be bitter, right? Bitter. And so the sugar is what makes the chocolate sweet and the magic. So the best bet would be fruit with sugar on top, because let's be honest, the average fruit today really is devoid of sufficient sugar, right? It really is. And I tell people, please, just do this experiment, Do the experiment. Don't believe me. Don't believe the rat study. Don't even believe logic, right? It's very logical. Serotonin is increased with sugar, okay? It's like they go hand in hand. If you've got low serotonin, you've got low muscle glycogen, right? And if you've got high muscle glycogen, high sugar content in your muscles, then you're going to have a higher serotonin, right? That's logic, and that's science, and that's fact. It's not opinion, it's fact. But don't believe that. Do it for yourself, right? Just like if this cup here, right, this little water cup full of sugars and water, let's say this cup was really hot, right? Not hot enough to burn you, but I said, look, the cup is hot, and you're like, oh yeah, what does a hot cup feel like? I'm like, here, just touch it like that. Oh, it's hot. Yeah, it's not hot, but let's say it's hot. Then you personally know that, versus just go, well, Harley said the cup's hot. Please do the sugar experiment. Nothing gets me more excited or more frustrated than people in pain, and living in depression and bringing their husbands down, their wives down, their kids down, because they fear sucrose, they fear sugar. And so they're in this melancholy mood. They're on caffeine roller coasters up and down on the medications that cause these mood swings, and the household is just crap. The vibe is crap, man. When people live with me, they want to stay living with me because the vibe here is strong and it's sweet, right? That's why I've had a lot of problems in my life when I ask people to leave or move on from them or whatever, because I didn't like their mood, and then they go back into the real world where it's like harsh and non-sweet and bitter and caffeinated, and then, we can get some problems with it. Anyway, that's another video. So I just want to say that do the experiment. Don't listen to me. Don't believe me. Do it yourself. Feel what's a hot cup like? You can warn a child about the dangers of hot stuff more so when you actually get burnt, get a little finger burn, or you burn yourself in an exhaust pipe. You become a better teacher of saying, hey kids, that's hot, that'll burn you, and they listen to you, or they trust you more because you're, oh, hang on, okay. And they'll eventually burn themselves. I burnt myself in an exhaust pipe once, and that made me better, more aware of exhaust pipes and motorbikes and cars. So do the sugar experiment. Before you knock it, do it. Have you chopped fruit for breakfast? Like whatever your favorite fruit is. I like watermelon. Chop watermelon with sugar as much as you want. Crusted, I call it crusted watermelon chunks. And frosted watermelon chunks. Put sugar all over it and eat that. And you feel amazing after that. You feel amazing. Oh, it's just a sugar rush, Holly. It's just a sugar rush. It's not a sugar. It is. That's how you meant to feel, dude. It's a crash. There's a crash. There's no crashes, you silly Billy. Eat more. Like, the sugar crash is when you're running out of sugars. You need more. Like, people don't understand that. They just use these sound bites without any real understanding of physiological text behind it, or physiological, cause behind it. What causes that? It's like when a dude gets a hard rod, he's like, oh, my dong's about to explode. This is bad. It's like it's pretty normal it's a normal arousal state. And then it goes floppy afterwards. He's like, oh my God, it's not there any last. I'm impotent. It's like, dude, it's like up and down. Like your energy levels go up and down. Like nighttime, wind down. Cortisol, testosterone things wind down. And in the morning, you're more G'd up. That's part of the nature, right? So sugar, you need your sugars. At least 500 to 700 grams of sugars a day from white rice, potatoes, fruits. Fruits very important. Sugar's very important, like white refined table sugar. Yeah, those things are very important, very powerful foods for mood regulation. So again, don't just believe me, do it, man. Put the sugar on the cereal as much as you want, not just a little teaspoon. Go, that's what Dr. Grigger says. I feel bad. Like as much as your taste buds want, not your ego, not your eating disorder, but your taste buds. Unlimited sugar, right? As much as you want every time, and you've had enough when your body's like you're like, oh, gagging, oh, no more, can't do it. That's when you've had enough. Same with sleep. Well, I have enough sleep in the morning where I can't wait to get out of bed. I'm like, I've got to get out and I want to do something, It's not out of guilt or whatever. It's just like my hormones are just itching. I want to go and do something, Just got to be productive. So get that sleep, go to bed early, and stay in bed until your body wants you to get out. Every day, do that. Set your life up so you can do that. So for me, ideally, I'm going to bed at like 8, 9 p.m., get up, 6, 7, 8 a.m. in the morning. I get it when my body wants me to. I don't wake up, I don't get out of bed tired. I get the rest. Look after your body, respect your body. You only have one body. Get the sugars in, okay? Sucrose is the most important nutrient for humans, and you'll learn that once you try that sugar on the fruit. Wow, that is the game changer. Don't be so dogmatic that you're in this orthorexic world where you eat fruit, which has sucrose, but then you won't add sucrose into it, which Mother Nature would have had originally if that fruit was grown properly, picked properly, stored properly. It would have full sugar spectrums, full bricks value. So all you're doing is you're having fruit of like 10 bricks, you're eating that alone, and you're like, when you're adding sugar to it, you're boosting the bricks up to like 10 units, or even 15 units, up 25 bricks value fruit, and then you're like, poof, that's when life's really pinging. Right? So if you want that clarity that I have every day, then it's sugar, man. It's sugar and water. And cut back your stimulants, cut back your caffeine. If you're using caffeine every day, your mood's going to be donkeys, man. So you want to use caffeine very, very rarely, if at all. Same with any stimulant. Adderall, Ritalins, the Dexies or whatever. Anything you ever use, just use them very, very rarely and be respectful of them because they do cause mood, depressive issues once you're coming off of that stuff. They're toxic, all right? They're toxic plant drugs. They're toxic plant alkaloids. Right? You wouldn't give cocaine or Coca-Cola to a baby, but you give them sugar, all right? Put the sugar on the dummy. What happens when you give sugar to a baby who's crying? You dip the little dummy, or you give it some fruit juice or some sweet breast milk, and what happens? Baby stops crying. Oh, the baby's an emotional eater. Don't feed it if it's like, come on, man. Like, that's the animals, like when the bird's squawking for the grubs for the mama bird. Like just teach that little baby bird to zen out and just feel things and maybe do a baby bird, do a Vipassana meditation retreat. You're addicted to eating, baby bird. I'm from Southern California and like we do Bodhi yoga and Bikram yoga and I have my coffee and so I don't have to eat as much because I've got an eating disorder and I master that behind veganism and raw foodism and yoga and stuff, but really it's just an underlying eating disorder because I don't know how to eat properly. I can't control my weight because I'm just like doing these yo-yo diets. But baby bird, stop squawking for food. Just zip it, baby bird. That's the reality, man. Calm down. Crack open the sugar, chop your fruit, sprinkle it on top, eat it, and watch the rainbow of life come alive, dude. Dudettes. Okay, just do it, man. Do it. And then you understand why I'm buzzing around. Then you understand why I've got some crazy haters. These people aren't getting enough sugar in their life, man. More sugar is more productivity, it's more sex, it's more fun, it's more contribution, it's more growth, it's more connection. Most importantly, more sugar you consume, it gives you a greater participation in your daily reality. All right? Think about that. A greater participation in your daily reality. I'm addicted to that. I love waking up every day and going, today I'm only going to do exactly what I want to do. How many people in the world you know who can say that every day? Every minute of the day, I only do exactly what I want to do. That's the reality I've created, and I wouldn't be here without sugar. Sugar's the number one. I've done all the drugs and the steroids and all that stuff. Whatever's sugar. That's the most powerful. That's the foundation. Without sugar, life sucks, man. It sucks compared to the sugar sweetened equivalent.